This is the Hopecast Network. Stories and shows you actually want to listen to.
Yes.
Well, welcome back for another edition of Movie Torture. We are in the month of July, and this month is Shark Month. Ooh, are you scared to get in the water? I know I'm scared. If I know Brad's gonna be beside me, I know more likely I'm gonna drown. Because that's half my size. There's no way he could pull me to safety. So.
Well, Raj, the thing about this Shark Month, man, we did not pick shark movies that you would think of. I mean, we could do Jaws 4. Yeah, we could do that. But we're not doing that. We are celebrating Christmas in July today. But before we get to the movie, we need to welcome the ladies' favorite guest. Movie Torture Dad loves him some Hannah, but I love me some PG. Producer Gary is in the house. And ladies, he has watched the movie. PG, we've been missing you, bro. What you been up to? You been traveling the world? You been, jet setting in your Hawaiian shirt?
I haven't. Yeah, the last shirt's been hung up for a while now, but I had out sometime. But I'm glad to be back.
Well, you're always welcome. And we'll get, hey, Raj, let's go ahead and announce something here because PG is in the episode. Let's go ahead and announce that PG is going to be hosting. He's going to be ready for this. We're going to get him trained. He's looking at me weird. He's going to be kicking off something that we used to do. We haven't done it in a while. A little made-up movie. So be looking out for an episode of that to drop in the next couple months. We're going to relaunch Made-Up Movie. Producer Gary loves it. The thing about PG is we'll be sitting there chilling because we're bros. And he'll be like, we need to do a made-up movie. We haven't done that in a while. He just he loves the made-up movies. We love it because he struggles to read the made-up movie. So it's fun.
I struggle to read your handwriting. Your grammar,
I type it.
Brad.
I type it, Gare. I type it. It's typed out.
And it still doesn't look right. Have you ever read any of your texts?
No.
You're using Z's where there should be S's. Anyway.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Anyway, Raj, what movie are we watching tonight?
Movie is very loose. That's a loose word for this movie. It's Santa Jaws. It was released in 2018. And normally I go to the Wikipedia to get the little backup knowledge. This movie is, I guess, so off the charts. It's not even got a Wikipedia page for it.
It doesn't? There's no wiki?
Yeah, I typed in Santa Jaws and got nothing. I got Santa Paws instead.
Santa Paws over Santa Jaws?
Yeah.
That is crazy to
That's
me.
what Miss Claus gets when, she turns a certain age. Santa Paws.
Oh, gosh. Gary likes to date the ladies who already have Santa Paws. I'm just throwing that out there. PG likes the older ladies. He's looking for wife number 5. So if there's a wife number 5 out there, PG is waiting. I love looking at his face when we do this. When we were in the old studio, Raj, I couldn't see PG I couldn't see him very well. But now that we do this from our house, I get to look at PG's face the whole time. And I can just see it. Nothing's blocking it.
Yeah. Yeah, he's right in our faces.
Yeah.
So this movie was a sci-fi original, right?
I think the way that Tubi had it listed was I'm a comedy, sci-fi, horror.
No, I mean it was on the Sci-Fi Network, Raj. It dropped on the net. It was made for the Sci-Fi Network. That's what I meant. It's a sci-fi original.
I just found the estimated budget.
Was it
So,
$5?
you guys guess what the budget is.
Okay, I'm gonna say $80,000.
I'd say, yeah, I give it $100,000, but like 80 to 90% of that was spent trying to make a shark. Trying.
It was $700,000.
Well, okay.
So you weren't too far off.
You said 700,000 and I said 80,000. I was way off.
I thought you said 800,000.
No, I said 80,000.
No,
And
it was
I only went,
700,000.
yeah.
what did they spend 700,000 on?
Yes, 700,000.
Probably the CGI from the shark.
Hold
was-
on. Garrett, that CGI for
Well,
the
it wasn't-
shark could have been filmed in my bathtub.
Well, I'm just saying, I didn't say it was good, but I'm just saying that's like the only thing they could do with it is spend money on.
I
It wasn't
understand.
It wasn't that good.
I mean, I would have said this budget was $30,000. It could have been $20,000 for all I care. It didn't look budget wise. It looked cheap, but it doesn't matter. It looked cheap. Anything else you got on this, Raj? Before I kick off the old.
Now, why don't you head into your minute synopsis and let's see if you can actually make it a minute.
I never make it a minute, Raj. Should I do this? 'Twas the night before Christmas, all through the house. Santa Jaws came a knocking and killed some people and eat them out. And then they were eaten by the shark on the days before Christmas. What do? We've got Edward Furlong from T2, who looks like Edward Furlong, trying to he gets a magic pen from his papa, and he draws Santa Jaws. And then the jaws of Santa comes around. He starts eating people. And they've got to figure out, but oh no, the comic book shop owner draws himself a girlfriend and lots of money. And then they get the pen back. Santa Jaws eats his whole family up, but he draws a different ending and he gets to see his family. That is Santa Jaws. But the Jaws, we're going to get to this. There's so much I want to unpack in this movie, man. 'Twas the night before Christmas. Santa Jaws went eating. What's up?
Yeah. First of all, the way this movie even begins is just it told me within 2 minutes. I was like, "This is gonna be horrible."
Mm-hmm.
Wait, why? Why did you feel that way, Roger?
Bad acting, bad story, bad plot,
Wait.
bad acting.
I think there's story here. If you could get a pen that you could use to draw anything you wanted, would you want the pen, PG? Would you want this pen?
Well, I mean, yeah, I would use it, but I still like, yeah, but I'm not that good an artist, so I don't know how well like it'd be like if I just stick figures walking around or something. I don't know.
Oh gosh, yeah, it'd
You'd
be our
have to
luck.
be
We
good
got
at
the pen
drawing.
and couldn't draw, right? That's what you're getting at. But let's say we could
Yeah.
all draw, much like the artist drew me back in 1996. And what would we want this power?
Yeah, but I feel like, well, I don't want to say it end up like the comic book store owner, like the guy that drew. What did he drew himself a girlfriend, but made it so she didn't speak English, so he didn't have to talk to her or something.
Yeah, he made it so you wouldn't have to talk to her.
Got himself a car. Anyway.
Yeah, I don't know. Rogers doesn't even have anything to say about this right now. It's like,
Well, I'm doing a little research on the side here. The Clark, the guy who ran the comic book store, his name in real life is Scott Allen Perry.
okay,
His list of movies are pretty bad.
what are they?
Keeping Up with the Joneses.
That was
Looks
terrible.
like he was on one episode of NCIS. He
Okay.
actually lists Santa Jaws as one of his credits. That's how bad he is.
Wait, if I was in Santa Jaws, I would list it as a credit.
Well,
For one, nobody is sitting down to watch Santa Jaws and expecting a masterpiece. I mean, we're talking a shark that cruises around in a lake. What looks like a lake. It's actually a lake that has a Santa hat on his dorsal fin. So anytime he's cruising in the water, you see the Santa hat. Raj, if you're watching this for like Oscar-worthy performances, you're never gonna get that out of Santa Jaws.
No, I'm just saying I've seen better acting on bad TV commercials. I mean,
really?
Yeah, but this was filmed in Louisiana, Mandeville, Louisiana.
Roger's just learning things as we're talking about it. It's like, so they were down in Louisiana.
I just feel like it's really like there were a lot of really confusing parts that like he goes on a Christmas Eve fishing trip. But like that's like just some of the stuff they did in this movie was like it was just kind of confusing.
Well, Garrett, my thing is when Papa, is it Papa or Pawpaw? Pop, whatever they called him. When he dies, no one in the family seems to give two craps about it.
It was sad.
Let's imagine a world where Roger came to me and said, "Producer Gary just got eaten by a shark. He's dead." I would be broken and despondent. I can't imagine these people. That lady's dad is dead, and she doesn't seem to have any urgency.
Yeah, they didn't believe the kid. He was like, yeah, Papa's dead. And they're like, oh, he's not.
It's like they all knew they were coming back to life. So there was no finality in the death. Nobody
went to look for him. I was really confused by that.
And they go looking for the kid and they come back and said, yeah, Papa's not here. Yeah, the kid told you he was dead 12 hours ago.
It took him 12 hours. Like, Roger, if somebody said PG got eaten by a shark in the river up the road, I feel like you and I would just be fascinated enough to want to go see if the shark was in the river, right?
Yeah. They made one phone call to the police. One phone call during the whole movie.
They had police in this town?
Or the fact that, they grabbed the kid and they ran, even before the grandfather went missing, he's like, no, let's go fishing. We'll sneak out and go fishing. It's like, but what do you mean? The parents, how are you going to sneak out of the house and nobody's going to notice that you're not home? That didn't make any sense to me either.
You knew Pop or Pawpaw, what was his name? Is it
Papa?
Papa. You knew Papa was like, shark food when he said, let's go fishing, right? Like, you knew it's over for Papa. And he was a terrible actor. He was probably the worst actor of all of them.
And you knew the Asian kid was going to be gone. He was going to be done.
He was going to be gone.
Custom horror story style,
Yeah. The kills in this movie, more kills in this. Oh, hold on. More kills in this movie, guys, than The Meg 2.
I'll tell you, I was to say my favorite one was the guy that got his legs eaten and was walking down the pier.
And then the pier he wobbles off and falls into the water.
Why is it when I watch that guy, I envision producer Gary as that guy?
And then the legs in the water don't even look like legs; they look like pieces of wood.
Yeah, but that's $70,000 leg. So the shark is smart enough to hit the boat dock to knock the legless dude into the water, and they just watch it. I feel like I'd be scarred for life if I saw a dude with no legs screaming, walking up a pier, hopping up a pier towards me. Right? Wouldn't you not be scarred?
Yeah, you think so?
Yeah, that would be. Yeah.
Weird, man. That was the best kill though, because he ate his legs and then knocked him in the water. The girl. So the dad's brother shows up. He has this. Is she Instagram or YouTube star? I can't remember. What was it? Instagram?
Snaps. It was Snapstagram, and I wrote that down because I remember that's like I love the very obvious some social media platform, but we can't use the real one, so here's the fake one. Yeah, Snapstagram.
So if they were gonna make a fake movie torture where they couldn't use our name because producer Gary would sue them, what would they call it? Smoothie torture?
Yeah.
2V Morture? I mean, what would they call us? Because we definitely would file a lawsuit if you want to steal us. I mean,
yeah.
If anybody comes on as producer Gary, you trademark that name. So he gets his papa is dead now, and his uncle shows up, who seems to be like a tool bag, basically, right? But he has a young girlfriend who's all about herself. She's constantly filming herself, but when she's in the water, she loses the phone. Right, drops the phone in the water. We never see her want a phone again in this movie. Like, I feel like if you're that addicted to your phone, you would want to get another phone before the movie's up. Am I wrong?
Well, she pretty much dies pretty quickly. It's just a couple more scenes.
Does she?
No,
she sticks around for a little while.
She goes back to the comic book store with them, and then comes back to the water, and then dies pretty quick. You know, she has the candy cane in her mouth, and
she loved the. I'm a candy cane guy. Y'all like candy canes?
not big.
What?
I'm the ones at Cracker Barrel.
Minty thing.
I like the ones at Cracker Barrel that are like the sticks that have like cherry flavored and orange flavored, and
yeah, I'm not a big mint person, but yeah.
I love a candy cane. My wife knows at Christmas time, I'm going to get me some candy canes. That's my move. But okay, so anyway, I love how the girl gets out of the water, Raj. Do we ever see the uncle die, or do we just see that he's missing?
He just gets pulled in. Yeah,
I think it's on the water. Yeah,
it was really quick.
So I love how she
about his boat's name.
Let's talk about that. But before we get to that, I love how the girl goes to the comic book store with the bikini top on. She doesn't put a shirt on. So it's weird. Like, she's standing there basically in a bra while they're in this. I mean, you're a woman in a bra basically at a comic book store. Can you imagine? Those dudes have probably never seen that close up.
Especially around creepy Clark. Clark, he's one of the more creepiest characters we've had on movie torture recently.
Yeah, I was thinking Clark is doing possibly some molesting. I mean, there's something's going on here, right? Like, he's a weird, creepy dude.
His two best
he
friends
likes the boys.
His two best friends are the boys in this store.
Yeah, and he likes them. Like, it's weird. You know, I always say, look, if there's anything to do with spending nights with children and a man volunteers, then that's the tell. You don't want that, right? Like, you want the guy you got to force to do the overnight scout trip with them. You don't want the one that's raising the hand. Just the rule. The one that's raising, if you're too eager, it's weird. But anyway, let's get back. So the guy's boat, my gosh, is named Juniper. Now, Raj, what you don't know is we love to tell. There's a sketch on the YouTubes, and it's about a guy who has an imaginary girlfriend named Juniper. So when I saw that, I screenshotted it, listeners, sent it to Gary and Raj, and to producer Matt, who's been on once or twice. He's Gary's arch nemesis on Batman and Robin. Juniper is the imaginary girl's name in the sketch, and we're always like, producer Gary's going to get a girlfriend. Her name's going to be Juniper. And Matt says we should name Gary's car Juniper. Gary, what say you? Do you want to name your car Juniper?
He names their car. People really people do that, but why?
I feel like the naming of the car is more of a girl move. I don't think dudes name the cars, right? For me, it's just a car.
Crystal calls her car Pearl because it's Pearl, Sonic Pearl Gray is the color. So she calls her car Pearl.
Do you call it Pearl?
Yeah.
No.
No.
Do you say I'm gonna go ride in Pearl or what?
No.
You
No.
should say that one time. Gary. But
No.
Gary, why would you date a girl named Juniper at this point? Do you have birds in your house, Gary?
No.
Who's got
In the
birds?
house, I
Roger,
can hear them.
do you got birds in your house? I feel
I
like
mean-
you have a bird in a cage, Gary. Roger. First off, Gary, bring the camera up to your face a little bit. But Roger, couldn't you see Gary being a bird guy?
Yeah. Yeah,
I feel
definitely.
like I hear the birds chirping in your room, man.
I can hear them, but they're not in here.
Wait,
Roger.
is your window open or something, maybe?
Hmm? No.
Is your window
window-
open?
Mm-mm.
Do you have a sound machine that's birds?
There's no birds.
No birds. Anyway, would you date a girl named
Okay.
Juniper?
I mean, I don't know. It's never about somebody's name.
I think
I
if
feel
you
like it
started
would
it,
be
you'd be
really-
embarrassed to tell Matt and I.
At this point, it would be real, like, it would be a little weird, yeah. I don't know, like, but also, that can't be that common of a name, right?
Juniper?
Yeah.
I pray at night that you'll meet a lady named Juniper. That's my prayer.
I just don't think y'all ever lived that one down. Y'all
No,
would never
you
let me
wouldn't.
live that one down.
Okay, so back to Santa Jaws. So Santa Jaws is attracted only by Christmas music or Christmas stuff, right?
And
Like, it's so stupid, man.
And it's only by Christmas weapons, which is Christmas weapons.
They gotta decorate the
ridiculous to me.
weapons. My gosh.
Yeah.
Ugh.
I loved
They
how
put
the
a wreath
spear.
on the crossbow.
Yeah, I loved how the spear became a weapon, like gave him like a unicorn look.
Oh yeah, yeah, like it attached to it. Yeah, that was pretty weird.
Let's talk about the weaponry in this movie and the pathetic throws that these people have.
Well,
I feel like I could do better than them when it comes to
yeah, they just
shooting.
they just found a box labeled explosives in like somebody's basement or something,
It
And
was a
then
shed.
put
It
all
was a
the-
shed there at the marina.
and put those in Christmas ornaments. And yeah, they were pretty bad at throwing them. You would think they're just trying to throw in the water, but yeah, that was pretty pathetic.
Even when they were
And,
trying to shoot the crossbow or throw the spear, it was terrible, man. It looked like a 6-year-old would sling that.
And the one kid was trying to like fish them back out after like he dropped a bunch of them. They fell in the water. The friend was like trying to pick them back up, and I'm like, and just they're going in the water, right?
If you get in the water, Santa Jaws is eating you, right?
Yeah,
Right.
you get near the water.
Okay.
Yeah,
So conventional wisdom would be, let's just not get near the water. Let's stay in our house because Santa Jaws cannot get us in the house. Why are we going near the water?
exactly.
So there's no
Mhm.
need.
Okay, and here's my struggle with this whole pin thing. I'm like 30 minutes into the movie, and once people start dying, I'm like, dude, just use the pen. Dude, just use the pen. And then especially when the guy has the money and the girlfriend and the car.
I hate to interrupt what you're doing now, but something very important I need to let you know about. When you purchase Generous coffee beans, we want you to try to enjoy each brew for 2 reasons. Number 1, because you're a part of something bigger, making a positive impact around the world. And number 2, because we did not compromise on the quality of coffee. You're drinking some of the best coffee in the world. 100% of profits are donated to nonprofits that are fighting injustice facing humans around the world. Wow, that's powerful. Generous is best known for its specialty coffee, but the heartbeat of Generous is their hope to use for profit business for good. In 2024, Generous is hoping to provide coffee to churches around the U.S. to spread a message within congregations that churches care about people, even down to the coffee they are serving and the people they enjoy. I apologize for that extremely long run-on sentence. If you have interest in hearing more about Generous Coffee, please reach out to their founder, Ben Higgins, at generousmovement.com. Thank you, and back to our scheduled podcast.
Okay, I know I just interrupted a great conversation, but my name is Brad, and you may be listening to me or any of the other talent we have on this network at Hopecast. We want to thank you for listening, but also we want you to like and subscribe to the show you're listening to. So, when you're done listening, go on the iTunes or the Spotify and leave a great review if you like it, and follow the show on Instagram and any other platforms that it's on. I think we're on TikTok, so follow us on TikTok. But make sure you leave us a review. We love good reviews here at the Hopecast Network. Now, I guess I'll let you get back to your show.
And I'm thinking, like, he didn't have time to draw all that. You know, he just wrote it down. Just write down, bring back everybody alive. You know?
So you have to draw it, or can you just write it?
He wrote it. That's how he came back. Yeah.
I was wondering how he got that, because I was like, there's no way I drew all that stuff that well. I didn't know he wrote. I didn't think he wrote and break that down.
Well, gosh, if we could write things, that'd be a nice pen to have. Brad is 7 foot. Brad is 6'5".
Yeah. Gary has a girlfriend named Juniper.
Gary has a girlfriend named Juniper, and he names his car Juniper. And then I meet him, and he's like, "You want to take a ride in my car, Juniper?" And I'd be like, "Oh my gosh, you named." He even puts Juniper on the tag. Can you do that? Juniper. Yes, Juniper. That's
so they're trying to get the tin from the look guy, and he drove off like in a car, and they all get on their bikes like they're gonna catch him, like they're gonna catch up to him, and then he drove to the water because, I don't know, there's no other roads or something in that town.
Let's not drive out of town away from everything. Let's drive to the one place everybody's dying, the water.
Yeah.
That water was kind of like the old insect zappers. You know, like, you know, the flies, like, you'd be sitting there on the back porch and you hear it, and you're like, got me 2 flies. That's really what the water is to this town. They just are drawn there. So Santa Jaws can can feast on the town. I love Santa Jaws' eyes, the red eyes. Like he's got the red eyes. He's just glowing. He's a different kind of gray. Well, I feel like Santa Jaws would be fun to kick it with and talk Christmas stuff. Like, if he wasn't going to eat me, we could, you know, play some Christmas tunes. I imagine he has like a tree in his little, like, what do they sleep in? Maybe a little great white cave. Santa Jaws probably a big hit with the ladies. He comes in, they come in, he's sitting there swimming around. He turns on little Rudolph. They're like, Santa Jaws always loves Christmas music. What do you think? Can you imagine Santa Jaws with a lively Christmas party? And would you go to it, Raj?
No. Redneck Santa, the killer Santa? Yeah, I'd go to a party where he was hosting, man.
Wait, just a redneck killer Santa, but not Santa Jaws?
Nah. Too dangerous.
A shark with a Santa hat on? No.
I feel like Santa Jaws, the life of the party, man. He's telling Santa jokes. He's constantly wanting you to do Christmas stuff. You bring up Halloween, he gets mad. You bring up Shark Week on Discovery Channel. He's like, I don't want anything about Shark Week. All I want to do is talk Christmas. And he puts that, wearing a Santa hat. Producer Gary is a professional Santa in real life. Producer Gary has been Santa a few times. The hat is hard to stay on, right, Gary? The hat does not stay on very well when you're wearing the wig.
That stays on fine. I'd say the beard's a bit itchy.
The beard is itchy, but Santa Jaws keeps that hat on, and it doesn't get ruined. It's not wet. It's not soppy. It just looks like it's kicking it on that fin, right?
It'll be nice in 10 or 15 years when Gary's able to grow a beard and not have to use the fake one, you know?
I don't think PG could actually grow a beard. I really don't. And we don't need to talk about mine and PG's trip when we went to Texas last year.
I was talking about.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we don't
what's
need to
that,
talk
yeah.
about that. But we had some fun times in Texas, right, PG?
Okay, see, now you've started, and I've got to ask, what?
See, no. What?
See,
Why
Brad
would
did
you
it
do
on
that
purpose.
to me, Brett?
He was like, let me open
Yeah,
the door and see if Roger
Let's
cracks
just
open.
say we removed some of Gary's chin hairs. Let's just say we did that.
All because of his date. He had a hot date or met somebody, right?
He did meet the lady on the airplane. That's
Yeah.
he did meet the one that could not speak English. And he was just, that's when he snapped at me. He's like, give me the translator. I need the Google translator. Give it to me now. And I'm like,
He could not speak to the woman that he had, a little crush on. Sounds like something in this movie.
Exactly.
So is Gary Creepy Clark? Have we already decided he's Gary's Creepy Clark?
Gosh,
man.
yeah. In
What
this
the heck,
movie,
Roger? Why are you doing this?
Sorry. It's too easy, Gary. It's too easy this
I
time.
mean, you like a woman you didn't have to talk to, just like Clark.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't Clark have taken the money with him when he got in the car? He just left all that money he drew.
And the girl.
Like, I would have took the chick. I'd have been like, hey, man, I'm getting out of here. I would have gave him the pen. You got the money and you got the girl. Why do you need the pen anymore? Just have the pen. I'm keeping. What happened to the girl? Did she get erased? Like, what happened?
Wait. Well, at the end, wasn't it? It was a dream, right? So
No, it wasn't a dream. He rewrote it, right?
no, you woke up.
Yeah, at the very end, it was
I
a
thought-
dream.
He woke up
Woke up on Christmas morning.
because he woke up on Christmas morning.
He rewrote that to wake up on Christmas morning, right?
No, he wrote Santa Jaws, woke up, and then showed the comic to the girl or something.
She
And
gave
she
it back.
said she liked it. She gave it back to him, and he threw it in the fire. And
Yeah, I must have missed that.
Grandpa never got the cinnamon rolls out of the oven. That
Yeah.
was
And that was
He- he just he said something about the cinnamon rolls being actually got out of the oven.
lines in the movie?
My gosh, it's time to do some quotes because I have some quotes.
Yeah, that one from Cody. Ho ho ho! You son of a fish.
You son of a fish. That was my favorite. It was one of my favorite ones. It was like,
that's the one I was going to read. I mean,
genius. Genius.
Or the one with the dialogue with the parents and Clark. They walk in the comic book store. Are you Clark? Who wants to know? We're Cody's parents. Okay. Well, there's a shark attack in Port City. Where's Cody? This is classified information. How about now? Access granted.
That was pretty good.
How about Clark going, whoa, this elf kill, it's savage. And Steve said, sometimes you've got to jump the shark.
Yeah. Yeah, the Asian kid was upon a minute.
Yeah, he was. The most famous line from this movie is "Ho ho ho, you son of a fish." I mean, that's
Yeah.
Yeah.
well, sharks are not fishes, right? So that really doesn't make sense.
Well,
Yeah, mammals.
They're mammals, so it doesn't really make sense. But yeah, it is what it is.
Well-
I mean, I feel like this movie could be a made-up movie. Like I feel like this is something we would read on Gary would read on made-up movie.
My first thought is that two 12-year-olds, put this together and wrote this movie.
12-year-olds. This sounds like a movie PG and I would put together. And we're like, you know what? I got an idea about a shark. And he's going to come in and he's going to be attracted only to Christmas music and Christmas weapons. Christmas weaponry. Now, do you think Violent Night's Santa could beat Santa Jaws in a fight?
I'm gonna go with yes. I'm gonna go with yes.
Rod just dropped something.
Sorry, my phone hit. Well,
It's like, okay, Raj, you can disagree. That's fine. Like,
Yeah, you can disagree, Rod.
Calm down.
What about when the girl stabs the eye and pulls the red eye out?
Oh yeah, that was because it looked like an ornament.
Yeah, it looked like an ornament. His eyes were ornaments, right?
Yeah. I guess.
There's not a lot that the special effects of this movie were not great, right? But there's just, I'm with you, Gary. You're bringing up the bike thing. How did they catch this guy in a car in their bikes? I've been wondering. I've wondered that when I was watching it. Like, how is this happening? And why would anyone jump into the water? Like, when that dude Clark falls in the water, why does the girl he likes jump in too? Because you're dead meat. It just you're not living.
Yeah. There was a lot in this movie that I thought was just like set up, I guess. Like when they just find a box that's just marked explosives when they're looking for weapons to put in that. It's like, oh yeah, that's just your average everyday random box of dynamite marked explosives, like in some guy's base, wherever they found it. And that was like, yeah, a lot of this I thought was set up. Well, it was obvious everything's set up, but you know what I mean?
Okay,
Nothing was believably set up.
When his brother gets speared, and then the dad jumps in to find the brother, and he gets eaten. It's like, oh my gosh! I think the best kill, other than the guy on the dock who lost his legs, was the mom. When he's just sitting there, just eating the mom whole. I mean, that shark's going to town. Mom's like, whoa.
Yeah,
shark's like, that was brutal, man.
That was definitely the most intense one, yeah, for sure.
Yeah, but it was stupid because this shark is...
What she was like, you took my family, and like jumped after it.
He had him take the teeth out. Remember, he took the teeth out?
Yeah. That's why he was eating her that way and not biting her?
I thought, yeah, it was just like
she was bleeding out of her mouth, so he was...
Yeah.
I don't know.
But, yeah, I know what you mean, Martin West.
This is quite possibly one of the shortest podcasts we've ever done, because there's really not a lot in this movie to talk about.
Yeah, nothing good.
It's absurd.
There's no character here in this movie that, like, hey, I've seen them here before. They were all done bit parts. I've seen the dad in a couple things, but yeah, and I mean, nothing else was memorable. Nobody else.
I would love to get one of these actors on work advice and just find out about Santa Jaws. I just want to dive into Santa Jaws. The name is amazing. The name itself is amazing. Nobody can deny that. Santa Jaws is a great name.
Yeah.
I mean, this is one of the coolest names we've done on this podcast, movie-wise.
So,
what?
I just think I wonder if you were offered like some part in a movie that you're pretty sure is never going to go anywhere. You're like, yeah, Santa Jaws. No one's ever going to see this. It's a straight to streaming one. Like, would you take it? You think you'd do it?
100%, I'd do it. You wouldn't?
Yeah, because like I said, nobody did anything, and to the point of like, yeah, if I do this movie, it's going to kill my career.
Yeah.
So
and would you tell everybody? You'd be like, oh yeah, I was in Santa Jaws. You got to watch it.
Oh yeah, I would drop that. You seen Santa Jaws? I'm in Santa Jaws. This is a great movie. And then y'all would be like, I saw Santa Jaws. It sucks. Behind my back. That's what would happen. Roger, do you have any reviews for this movie?
Yes. Well, go ahead and jump on yours. I scrolled out of that.
I have this review from Linked Universe Discord Movie Club from 2020. We were not expecting this to be the best movie ever made. Went into this expecting hilariously bad holiday shark movie and acquired a new son, Cody, in the process. Absolutely great movie. 10 out of 10. Most realistic portrayal of a teenage boy in cinema. My gosh. And we claimed the shark for the gays, so that was very also fun. Okay.
You get... Huh?
Thanks. I don't know. That's what this person said. An instant classic, says Jake. Not gonna lie, had low expectations. Imagine a limbo bar in hell. That's how low we're talking. However, I'm happy to say that my preconceptions were blown out of the water. This movie has it all. Amazing CGI, all-star cast, and 100% genuine M14. If you watch this movie and don't instantly fall teeth over tail with its genius storyline, impeccable delivery. I think the guy wrote this in the movie. Holiday spirit, 5 stars. Seriously though, Christmas tradition,
like,
filmed locally, and we watch it every year. Okay, well that's from Lisa from 2022. Roger, you have anything?
Yeah, Betty's girl says, just no. This movie was so bad, yet I had to watch it till the end. Then another one said, Elmo's Lively said it was terrible. This ridiculous action horror comedy for the tween set makes the Sharknado movies look like Oscar winners. Why are there so many positive reviews for this Jingle Bells trash? I thought was a great. So yeah, that's two of the bad ones I found.
Jingle Bell trash.
Is this better than the Better the Kid with that movie? What was it? Was that Jingle All the Way 2? When we watched
yes.
Was this better than that?
Well, let's get to the reviews before we answer that. But before we get to that, Raj, where would producer Gary be in this movie?
We've already clarified that. That's creepy.
You think it's that part? That's who he is?
Yeah.
You're talking he's the comic book guy.
Yeah.
Comic book Gary. Creepy Gary. Okay. Producer Gary. Movie torture, movie gold.
It's torture. I can't imagine telling anybody yet to check this out. It's torture. But it's funny.
Movie torture, movie gold.
So I watched part of this on my lunch break, and I thought to myself, that was the most wasted lunch break I've ever had. And then watched the end of it later after dinner with my wife, who watched 45 seconds of it and walked into the other room to watch something else. 45 seconds. That's how
you hadn't even watched Cocaine Shark yet. You got to watch Cocaine Shark next for Hannah. So,
well, all I know is this movie, we're going to soon do a top or worst 5 movies we've reviewed so far. And this one's made the top 5. I'm going to declare it. This is on the top 5 of worst movies we've done so far.
Wow, Roger. You disappoint me. Your movie torturing it, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
As the great Charles Barkley once said, this is terrible. This is terrible.
Okay. I need to just throw it out there. Look, this movie is campy. This movie is straight bonkers. This is movie gold, right? I think it's good, man. Like, I would make this a tradition at Christmas. I've seen this movie before. I watched my second viewing of this film.
You've seen this movie twice.
I have seen this movie before. Hannah recommended it, and I was like, oh, man, she's throwing out Santa Jaws, then I'll watch it, man. This second time, I love it. It's amazing. It's so bad, it's good. I feel like we could act as good as these actors in this movie, but you know what? It's fun. You don't go in here expecting Jaws, but you get your Christmas. I would rather watch this than some of the Christmas movies on Lifetime or Hallmark Channel. So you said it's your top 5 worst. This is probably in the middle for me. It's not the best, not top 5 best that I've seen, but it's definitely not the worst. And I gotta say, it's better than the Meg 2. 100 times better than the Meg 2. Hour and 26 minutes, way more kills. This movie's way better than Meg 2, man. Way better.
Okay, so I've already got an idea before we close here. Since you like a lot of these movies and they're so horrible and you know it going into it, I declared December Hallmark month.
Oh my God!
You have to watch at least 4 Hallmark Christmas movies.
So we're doing this Christmas. We're doing nothing but Hallmark Christmas movies.
I think that would be great. I think that would be so fun.
You're gonna depress me. My wife will actually watch it with me. That's
exactly. Watch, and we can come up with funny things they have to say about it, and we can do typical Christmas movie lines and stuff like that.
Yeah, we can do that. But yeah, this and to answer your question, PG, this is definitely better than than what's it called with Larry the Cable Guy? The Christmas
Jingle
movie.
all the way.
Jingle All the Way 2 is better than that. Although I would love to see the shark eat Larry. I'd love to see that.
I have to take some Larry over this one.
I'm
Really?
going with Larry.
Y'all are
Yeah,
crazy.
yeah.
There is no way you go Larry over this.
At least I would have
Yes.
laughed, during the Larry movie at some point.
What are you going to do
Yeah,
when we're into Sharkula? Because we're going to be doing Sharkulas. What are you going to do when the shark's a vampire, Roger?
I'm going to be thinking like, can it get any worse?
I think you're going to be thinking Santa Jaws is a masterpiece.
We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
This is probably the masterpiece of all the movies we're watching this month. This one. This is the high water mark. It's downhill after this.
Oh, man.
Well, hey, for
Can't
Santa
wait.
Jaws, I still think it'd be fun to party with Santa Jaws. Just throwing it out there. He probably has the best eggnog, man. He probably no. Anyway, for producer Gary, for my good friend Raj, my name is Brad. We'll see you next time on Movie Torture.